So you clicked on this video thinking, ranking the world's most powerful ammo? That should be easy, right? Well, not exactly. You see, no matter what, there will always be people saying, "Oh, this one should be higher," or "that round is way more powerful." But hey, we've done our best to stay as neutral as possible. We've based this ranking on several key factors: muzzle velocity, energy, penetration, and overall destructive capability to give you a solid breakdown of the most powerful and deadly rounds out there. So, let's dive in. Starting off with number 10, we have the 500 S&W Magnum, also known as the 12.7 by 41mm SR, a powerful 50 caliber revolver cartridge created by Corbon in collaboration with Smith & Wesson's X-Gun engineering team. Unveiled in 2003 at the SHOT Show, it was designed for the Smith & Wesson Model 500 X-Frame revolver, aiming to be the most potent handgun cartridge capable of taking down all North American game. Though surpassed by the 500 Bushwhacker in sheer power, it remains a dominant force in handgun ammunition. With muzzle energy reaching approximately 2,500 foot-pounds, this cartridge is highly effective for large game hunting and defense against dangerous animals. Its semi-rimmed design allows smoother cycling in tubular magazines, though it struggles with box magazines. The bullet diameter is .500 inches, carefully chosen to comply with firearm regulations. The cartridge operates at a maximum pressure of 60,000 psi, though factory loads are often limited to 50,000 psi for safety. Smith & Wesson's Model 500 revolver was the first firearm chambered for this round, offering various loads, including 325 grain bullets traveling at 1,800 feet per second and heavier 500 grain rounds maximizing its stopping power. The recoil is substantial, leading to muzzle rise, but features like compensators and specialized grips help mitigate its impact. Originally developed for hunting, the 500 S&W Magnum has proven effective against large and dangerous game worldwide, making it one of the most formidable handgun cartridges available. Coming in at number 9, we have the 12-gauge Slug. A shotgun might not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about extreme power, but don't underestimate this one. A 12-gauge Slug is essentially a massive hunk of lead flying at high speed, delivering 2,500 to 3,000 foot-pounds of energy. Unlike standard buckshot, which spreads pellets over an area, a slug is a solid or semi-solid projectile designed for maximum penetration and stopping power. There are different types of 12-gauge slugs, including rifled slugs for smooth-bore barrels and sabot slugs for rifled barrels. Rifled slugs typically have spiral grooves to help stabilize the projectile, while sabot slugs, encased in a plastic sleeve, can reach higher velocities and greater accuracy. These rounds are widely used in hunting, law enforcement, and military applications because of their ability to punch through barriers, penetrate deep into targets, and cause devastating wounds at close range. Moving on to number 8, we have the 5.56 by 45mm NATO, a round that has been a staple of modern military forces for decades. Originally developed in the 1960s, the 5.56mm was designed as a lightweight, high-velocity alternative to heavier rifle rounds, allowing soldiers to carry more ammunition while maintaining stopping power. It became the standard round for the M16 and later the M4, used extensively by the U.S. military and NATO allies. The M193 version, an early 55-grain projectile, was known for its tendency to yaw and fragment upon impact, creating devastating wounds. However, as body armor became more common, the M855A1 was introduced. This modern variant features a steel penetrator tip and a copper slug, significantly improving its ability to pierce armor and hard barriers. With muzzle energy between 1,300 and 1,700 foot-pounds, the 5.56mm may not be the biggest round on this list, but its speed, accuracy, and ability to incapacitate targets make it highly effective. Continuing down the list, we come to number 7, the 7.62 by 51mm NATO, also known as the .308 Winchester in civilian markets. Developed in the 1950s, this cartridge was intended to replace the older .30-06 Springfield, offering a more compact design without sacrificing too much power. It became the standard rifle round for NATO forces, used in weapons like the M14, FAL, and G3 battle rifles. With muzzle energy around 2,500 foot-pounds, the 7.62mm round delivers significantly greater stopping power and penetration compared to 5.56mm, making it a preferred choice for snipers, designated marksmen, and machine gunners. Its ability to maintain velocity and accuracy over long distances has also made it a favorite among civilian hunters. At number 6, we have the 50 Beowulf, a powerhouse designed specifically for close-quarters combat and vehicle stopping. Developed by Alexander Arms, this massive 50 caliber round was built to function in modified AR-15 platforms, giving operators extreme firepower in a familiar rifle design. With muzzle energy reaching 2,800 foot-pounds, the 50 Beowulf is ideal for punching through barriers, disabling vehicles, and taking down large game like bears and moose. Despite its short effective range, its sheer stopping power makes it a formidable choice for home defense, law enforcement, and military applications where rapid incapacitation is key. Next, at number 5, we step into the realm of long-range sniping with the .338 Lapua Magnum. Introduced in the 1980s, this high-powered rifle cartridge was engineered specifically for military snipers, offering a balance between power, range, and recoil control. The .338 Lapua can maintain lethal effectiveness beyond 1,500 meters, making it a go-to round for elite marksmen engaging distant targets. With muzzle energy of around 4,700 foot-pounds, it effortlessly pierces body armor and soft-skin vehicles, giving it an edge over traditional rifle rounds. Snipers have used this round to achieve some of the longest confirmed kills in military history, proving its effectiveness on the battlefield. Now, we enter the heavy hitters category with number 4, the 50 BMG Browning Machine Gun. Developed during World War I by John Browning, this massive cartridge was originally designed to penetrate armored vehicles and aircraft. With muzzle energy reaching 13,000 foot-pounds, it is one of the most powerful shoulder-fired rounds in existence. Used in anti-material rifles like the Barrett M82, the 50 BMG can neutralize enemy personnel, disable vehicles, and even take down aircraft at extreme distances exceeding 2,000 meters. Its devastating impact and versatility have ensured its place in military arsenals for over a century. At number 3, we have the 14.5 by 114mm Russian, an even larger round used primarily in anti-vehicle and heavy machine guns. Developed in the 1930s, this round was designed for the Soviet PTRD-41 anti-tank rifle before becoming a staple in KPV heavy machine guns. With muzzle energy around 18,000 foot-pounds, it can penetrate armored vehicles, fortified positions, and even light tanks, making it a serious threat on the battlefield. Now we take things up a notch with number 2, the 20mm shell. Unlike the previous entries, this high-explosive round isn't fired from rifles, but rather aircraft cannons and anti-aircraft weapons. The 20 by 102mm and 20 by 110mm shells, used in Vulcan rotary cannons, can obliterate vehicles, aircraft, and enemy fortifications with raw explosive force. With muzzle energy exceeding 50,000 foot-pounds, these rounds are designed for maximum destruction. And finally, at number 1, we have the 30mm GAU-8A Avenger round, a true monster in modern warfare. Fired from the A-10 Warthog's rotary cannon, these 30 by 173mm depleted uranium shells are specifically designed to shred tanks and armor targets. With muzzle energy of a staggering 120,000 foot-pounds, the GAU-8A Avenger round is the undisputed king of destructive firepower. Out of all these monstrous rounds, if I had to pick one as my beast, it would be the 50 BMG. There's just something about a round that can take down vehicles, punch through walls, and still be fired from a rifle that makes it an absolute powerhouse. The sheer versatility of the 50 BMG is unmatched. Whether it's used in anti-material rifles like the Barrett M82, mounted on heavy machine guns, or even employed in specialized sniper operations, this round delivers unrelenting power at extreme distances. Unlike the 20 or 30mm shells, which require mounted cannons, the 50 BMG is still technically man-portable, meaning a skilled shooter can wield it effectively on the battlefield or in long-range engagements. It's got over a century of battlefield dominance, and that 13,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy makes sure nothing stands in its way. That's why, for me, the 50 BMG is the ultimate beast of ammunition. And that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the world's most powerful ammo, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. By doing so, you'll stay updated on all the latest content we put out, from rankings like this to deep dives into firearms, ballistics, and more. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, we'll catch you in the next one.